The mansion was alive with activity, its grand halls echoing with the sounds of laughter. It was a Saturday evening and Cookie was having a play date with his cousin Yuna. Cookie is a mischievous little boy, no more than 4 years old, facial features like his father, with a mop of blonde hair. JEON Jungkook watched them from the top of the grand staircase, a faint smile playing on his lips. Jungkook muttering to himself, maybe things are starting to change. Just then, Junwoo, his assistant, approached him, a worried expression on his face. Junwoo, quietly, Mr. Jeon, I have something to tell you. Jungkook, nodding, what is it? Junwoo, Miss Soyeon, she's been trying to get in touch with Little Master Cookie. Jungkook, I told you to keep her away. Junwoo, I did, Mr. Jeon, but she insisted. Jungkook, walking down the stairs, what did she say? Junwoo, following him, she said she wanted to see him again. She said she wants to be a part of his life. Jungkook, stopping abruptly, she can't. Junwoo, looking at him, I understand, Mr. Jeon, but Junko, cutting him off, I'm not going to let her hurt him again. Junwoo, I know, Mr. Jeon, but Jungkook, turning to him in cold voice, what? Junwoo took a deep breath before speaking. Junwoo, she said she's changed. Jungkook, quietly, I will decide what happens. Silence. Jungkook asked Lee to take Cookie to his room. It's his time for his nap. I will check on him after a day with something important. He turned away from Junwoo, his mind racing. He knew that he can't keep Cookie away from his mother forever, but he was also afraid of the danger that she represented. He needed to make a decision, but he did not know what the right one was. A small, cozy bedroom, toys scattered around. A small 4 years old boy was sitting on bed, clutching a worn teddy bear, talking to someone in a hushed voice, and a gentle, cute smile was softening his features. His big, curious eyes were glued to the phone he was handing. Meanwhile, on the video call was his mother, who did not live with him, was talking to Cookie, her eyes puffy and red rimmed. A young man was standing far in a corner of the room, smiling gently at him. Cookie, why can't I live with you, mommy? One, because daddy thinks it's better this way, Cookie. Cookie, but I miss you so much. I want to sleep with you, eat with you, and want to play with you all the day. One, I miss you too, baby. But you know, daddy's with you. He loves you so much, right? Cookie, whispering, is it okay if I tell you a secret? One, of course, my little honey. Tell me everything. Cookie, daddy doesn't let me talk to you very much. He gets angry when I do. One, that's not true. He just wants you to be happy. Cookie, but I'm not happy when I'm not with you. When I know my sweet, I know, but you are strong, Cookie. You're my brave boy. You will be okay. Cookie, I don't want to be brave. I just want to be with you. When I know, honey, but you will be with me soon. Alright? Cookie, when, mommy, when? When soon, baby. Now go back to sleep before daddy comes home, okay? Cookie, okay, mommy. Daddy will be mad if he sees me talking to you. One, oh, sweetie, does he make you feel sad? Cookie, sometimes, but Uncle Lee said it's okay to talk to you and he gave me his phone. When softly, see, Uncle Lee is so kind. You can always talk to your mommy, okay? Cookie, he's taking care of me. He gives me cookies every day. When softly, you see, that's how a good uncle treats his nephew. Tell him I will call him later, okay? Now give the phone back to Uncle Lee. Cookie put the phone on the bedside table. Lee, a young man about 22, standing far in the corner, observing Cookie with a tender smile. He's been watching over Cookie since Jungkook and Wan separated. He is Cookie's uncle, though not by blood, but bond formed through years of mutual respect and affection. He is a trusted member of Jungkook's inner circle, and Jungkook trusts him with his son. Lee, you okay, buddy? Cookie, my mommy is sad. I know, little man, she misses you. Lee bent down and kissed Cookie's forehead. He carefully picked up the phone, placing it back into his pocket, then turned to Cookie and tucked him under his blanket. Jungkook was standing outside Cookie's room listening to the conversation. He could hear Cookie's voice muffled by the phone. Jungkook muttering under his breath. He shouldn't be talking to her. Jungkook knocked lightly on Cookie's door. The door creaked open slowly. Jungkook, Cookie, are you asleep? Cookie, no answer. Cookie did not answer, his eyes closed, pretending to be asleep. He saw Cookie laying in bed, his small form tucked under the covers. Jungkook approached slowly and pressed a gentle kiss on Cookie's forehead. Jungkook, Lee, why are you awake yet? Lee, I was just going back to my room. Lee turned his back to Jungkook and tried to leave. Jungkook, Lee, don't do such things you can't pay for. Lee, what are you talking about, Jungkook? I was just giving company to my nephew. Jungkook, don't act smartly. I know you have connections with Ryan. You are making ways to give Cookie back to her, and you know I won't let this happen. Lee, don't be ridiculous, Jungkook. She is his mother after all. Well, don't worry. She doesn't have such powers to deal with devils. Lee left the room. Jungkook cursed under his breath a little, then turned to Cookie. Jungkook, whispering, my precious little one, you are all I have left. As he was about to leave, Cookie grabbed his hand. Cookie, whispering, Daddy. Jungkook, are you awake, my little sunshine? I thought you were sleeping. He sat on the edge of the bed, taking Cookie's hand in his. Cookie's fingers were small and warm in his grip. Cookie holding onto Jungkook's hand. Daddy, I was talking to Mommy. Jungkook stroking Cookie's hair. I know, I already heard you. Cookie, looking at him, did you? Jungkook, nodding. Yes, I was standing outside the door when you were talking to your mommy. A small frown appeared on Cookie's face. Cookie, then why didn't you scold me? You scold me every time when I talk to mommy. Jungkook, because I'm in a good mood today, maybe. A small smile appearing. Cookie, why are you in a good mood? Jungkook, cupping his face. Because my son is a good boy. Cookie, I'm a good boy? Jungkook, the best boy. Cookie, but mommy loves me. Jungkook, love is not always enough, Cookie. Sometimes people do bad things, even if they love you. Cookie sat up, his eyes wide and innocent. Cookie, Daddy, I want to meet Mommy. Promise I'll be a good boy and won't trouble you, please. Jungkook hesitated, his gaze drifting to the door. He knew he should say no, that it's too dangerous, that her mother was a threat. But the pleading look in his son's eye, the innocence radiating from him, made him vulnerable. Jungkook sighed. Alright, Cookie, you can see your mommy tomorrow. Cookie, beaming with joy. Really? Thank you, Daddy. You are the best. He threw his arms around Jungkook's neck, burying his face in his chest. Jungkook stiffened slightly, but didn't pull away. He tucked the blanket around Cookie and sat there for a moment, looking at his son's peaceful face. Jungkook, whispering, I'm sorry, Cookie. I'm sorry. I can't be the father you deserve. He stood up, his heart heavy. He could not bear to look at his son's innocent face any longer. He turned and walked out of the room, leaving Cookie asleep in his bed. Jungkook went to his own bedroom, revealing a deep sigh. He took a warm bath to calm his own nerves. Then he walked over to his bedside table and picked up his phone. He dialed his assistant, Junwoo, and waited for him to pick up. Jungkook on the phone. Junwoo, I need you to arrange a meeting. Junwoo on the phone. Of course, Mr. Jeon. What time and where? Jungkook turned on the speaker, put it down on the table, and leaned back in his bed. Jungkook, arrange meeting with my ex-wife, Ryan. Jinwoo nodded, his eyes widening in surprise. He knew about the past, about the betrayal Ryan had given his master. But he also knew that Jungkook is vulnerable when it comes to Cookie. Jinwoo on the phone. Miss Ryan, is everything alright, Mr. Jeon? Jungkook slight sigh. Yes, Jingo, I understand, sir. And where would you like to meet? Jungkook hesitates for a moment. I want to meet at the cafe we used to go, the one with the small garden in the back. Jinwoo, yes, sir, the little daisy. I will arrange it. Jungkook, make sure it's discreet. Jinwoo, any specific time, sir? Jungkook, tomorrow afternoon around 3 p.m. Tell her Cookie wants to see her. Jinwoo, understand, sir. I will inform Miss Ryan. Anything else, Mr. Jeon? Jungkook closes his eyes briefly, taking a deep breath. Just do it. Next day's afternoon, Jungkook stumbled into his room, leaning heavily on his assistant, wincing with every step. His clothes were covered with, and his face was grim. Doctors rushed towards him. Dr. 1, Mr. Jian, please sit down. We will take care of you. Dr. 2, examining his injuries. It's a deep cut, but thankfully it didn't cause any major issues. Junwoo, Mr. Jian, are you alright? Jungkook waves them off, his voice rough. Yeah, just a scratch. He sat down on the bed, his muscles etching. The doctors expertly cleaned and bandaged his wound. Jungkook, how did they get past my security? Jinwoo, looking down. We are still investigating, sir. Jungkook grits his teeth. They are getting bolder. They are coming for me. Dr. One speaking softly. Mr. Jeon, you need to rest your injuries. Jungkook cutting him off. I will rest later. I have something else I need to take care of. I have a meeting. Cookie entered the room and approached Jungkook's bed. He reached out and touched Jungkook's hand, his touch hesitant and gentle. Cookie, Daddy. Jungkook looks up at Cookie, his voice softening. Hey, Cookie. Cookie came closer and peered at Jungkook's bandaged arm. Cookie, are you okay, Daddy? Jungkook forcing a smile. Just a little scratch, Cookie. Nothing to worry about. Cookie, but you're hurt, Daddy. Jungkook pulled Cookie close, his injured arm wrapped around the boy. He kissed his forehead. Jungkook, it's okay, Cookie. Daddy's a strong warrior. Cookie looks around the room. Where's Uncle Lee? Jungkook, Lee's outside taking care of things. Cookie, nervously. Daddy, do we still have to see Mommy today? Jungkook, sighing. Not today, Cookie. Daddy needs some rest. Cookie, but you said. Jungkook interrupting. Daddy needs to take care of some things first. Cookie, his bottom lip trembling. But you promised Mommy we will see her today. Junko glanced at his assistant, a silent plea for him to handle the situation. Junko, sighing deeply. Okay, go with Uncle Lee, Cookie. He will take you to see her. Cookie's face broke into a smile again, the sorrow replaced by a glimmer of hope. Cookie, thank you, Daddy, I'll be good. Cookie rushed out of the room. Jungkook to assistant. Ask Lee to take Cookie with him. Make sure there are enough men around and don't trust the woman. Junwoo nodding. Yes, Mr. Jeon. I have security set up at the meeting location already. Jungkook closed his eyes and leaned against the bed. Jungkook, I hope this is the last time he ever has to see her face. Assistant exited the room to give Lee instructions, leaving Jungkook with doctors. Cookie pouting. Uncle Lee, Daddy's hurt. Lee, Cookie, Daddy's a strong man. He's not hurt anymore. Okay, but he needs someone to take care of him. Pouting. Lee, Daddy's a big boy. He can take care of himself. Besides, Junwo is also with him, baby. Cookie shook his head stubbornly. Okay, no, I won't leave Daddy. He needs me. Don't you want to see Mommy? She's been waiting to see you. Cookie, we can see mommy another day. Daddy needs me now. Lee, Cookie, Daddy will be okay. He has doctors with him. He needs to rest. And you can see mommy and then we will be back and see Daddy. Cookie, no. With pleading eyes. Please, uncle. Lee, okay, we are not going. We are just staying here with Daddy. Is it alright? Okay, yes, let's go see Daddy. We will take care of him, uncle. Well, Cookie is being a very good boy. He can't leave his daddy in this condition. So he forgot about meeting his mother, whom he was missing dearly. Cookie entered Jungkook's room quietly, his tiny feet padding across the plush carpet. He walked towards the bed carefully, not to disturb his father's peaceful slumber. Cookie, whispering, Daddy, Daddy. But Jungkook was indeed slumber as doctors gave him painkillers. Cookie sat on the edge of the bed, his small hand reaching out to touch Jungkook's bandaged arm. Jungkook stirred slightly, but did not fully wake up. He mumbled something incoherent in his sleep. Cookie, ouchie. He reached out, his little hand cupping Jungkook's face. Cookie, whispering, I will make it better. He leaned in, pressing a tiny kiss on the bandage. His little nose wrinkled as he pulled back, a giggle escaping his lips. Cookie, smiling, it's better now, Daddy. Cookie continued to pat Jungkook's head, his small face landing softly on his father's hair. He looked around, his eyes searching for something. Cookie, where's my teddy bear? Cookie crawled off the bed, the blanket trailing behind him. He grabbed the teddy bear and brought it back to the bed. He sat beside Jungkook again, holding the bear tightly. He snuggled against his father, his tiny body warm against Jungkook's chest. He whispered softly in his ear, his voice barely audible. Cookie, I will stay with you, Daddy. I won't leave you. He tried his best to stay awake, but could not. Slowly he drifted off to sleep, his head resting on his father's chest, while one hand was still patting Jungkook's head. Time skipped to morning. Jungkook stood, his eyes fluttering open. He blinked, trying to adjust the light. He looked down and saw Cookie sleeping soundly beside him, his face peaceful in slumber. Jungkook gently pushed Cookie's hair away from his face, a soft smile playing on his lips. He could not believe his son spent the entire night by his side. Cookie stirred in his sleep, his eyes opening slowly. He looked at Jungkook and smiled. Jungkook, Cookie, what are you doing here, little one? Didn't you go see your mother? Cookie, mumping, no, I did not. You were injured and you needed me. Cookie sat up, his face close enough to see the bandages around his dad's arm and chest. He touched one of the bandages carefully, his little finger tracing the outline of the wound. Cookie, it hurts, Daddy. Jungkook tried to sit up, wincing as pain shot through his body. He reached for Cookie and pulled him closer, his arm itching. Jungkook, no, Cookie, it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm feeling much better. Now tell me, why didn't you go with Uncle Lee to see your mommy? Cookie, I didn't want to leave you alone with these itchy bandages. Jungkook, chuckling, oh, I'm alright, my little boy. Cookie, we both will go to meet mommy when you get better, okay? Jungkook, okay, my man, as you wish. He buried his head in his son's hair, trying to numb the pain. Meanwhile, Vine remained sat in a private room at the back of the cafe, the location which was suggested by Jungkook himself to meet her. She nervously pulled her hair back, looking into the mirror. How disturbed she was looking. She was desperately waiting for Jungkook and Cookie in hope that maybe this meeting will decrease the gaps between the relation. but neither Jungkook nor Cookie came there to meet her.